I think any course in the advanced programme, one of the things I love about that is that living in community with such a small group and sharing so much together. And in terms of living creatively in particular, as its name suggests, it's all about the creative process. And so many of us think that it's about you're either creative or you're not. You're creative if you're an artist, or you're creative if you're a writer or a musician, say. But actually this course is all about how to live your life creatively, whatever it is that you're doing. And in fact, how to be with life creatively. I don't know whether you've had that experience where you've started something, you've got your vision for something, and then it starts to, in inverted commas, go wrong. What I learned both from taking the course myself a few years ago and now training it is that is part of the creative process. And so when I get jammed or stuck and I'm in the middle of something, often I do think, I just want to give this up. I remember the course. So often now when I'm getting involved in projects or starting to get a team of people together to work on something, often my mind likes to have it that it needs to be really smooth and all go according to plan and all of that. And I'm aware, of course, that life shocks will happen. It's not so much that, but sometimes it really does. The whole thing does break down to a certain extent, or something really unexpected happens. And like a lot of other people, I can get really frustrated with that. What I think was important for me, having done the course myself and also having taught it, is it's in those moments to remember not only is, well, it's okay that that's happening because, we'll course correct, but actually it's part of the creative process. It's not just something that might happen and we've got the tools to get back on track, but actually it's an important part of the creative process. And I really, that's something that has informed the way that I work and informed the way that I do things. So what happens in living creatively is that we have the experience of creation, and it's from that we begin to see what is the process of creation, as opposed to going, okay, well, this is the process and now let's try it out. And we're all learners of that. We're that's something that we hone as we get older and as we have more opportunities to create. So I would say to people who think, number one, I'm not a creative person, that this isn't the course for them, please don't think that. I think that's actually what it is to be human, is to be creative. And what does it mean to be 100% creative? And what would it mean to be creative when you're, I don't know, doing the household chores or, stuck in a traffic jam or whatever. But actually, in terms of our big vision, the other extreme, what does it look like to be creative if you're working with people that perhaps don't have the same picture as you or don't work in the same way as you do? And then to remember that even if there are those frustrations with that's all part of it. The other thing that I think is might be of interest to people thinking about doing the course is that it's very much about how we create together, together with other people. There's lots of opportunities to do that during the week. And together with life, of course. How do we engage with what life's giving us? We've got our own ideas of what we want to do, but how do we engage with our life shocks and engage with what they're telling us, discerning what they're telling us in terms of the creative process? When you have that context and you're there with a bunch of other people who have the purpose to explore what that means, it's a really rich mix, and you have a whole 7 days. There's so much to explore, so much to learn. Of course, being a Water Life programme in an incredibly safe environment, and I would say in a challenging environment as well. We wouldn't be in this if we didn't want to be stretched and find out something about ourselves that perhaps we weren't seeing.